Hi everybody, this is Silvio Canto in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, August the 2nd, and welcome to our video commentary. You know, we've had a number of polls here in the last 10 days or so suggesting that the race for the U.S. Senate between Representative O'Rourke and the incumbent Senator Ted Cruz, that the race is tightening up. One poll has it at 41-39, another one at 49-43, and when I look at data like that, it just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. Not just because I like Senator Cruz, but it doesn't seem to jive, if you will, with the actual vote that we saw in March. In March, we had a primary for each party. Obviously, Senator Cruz ran in the Republican primary. He was completely unopposed. There were a couple of names on the ballot, but nobody knew who those people were. The same thing for Governor Abbott, who ran for governor. There weren't really any competitive statewide races. There was a very competitive state Senate race or primary in Tarrant County, which is by Fort Worth. There was also some competitive races down in San Antonio because they were replacing Lamar Smith for the Congress. But overall, there was really no suspense whatsoever on the Republican side. On the Democrat side, you had some really good excitement. You had several contested statewide state elections or representative elections. You had, of course, a contest for governor that was ultimately went to a runoff. And then you had the Senate race where Representative O'Rourke, known as Beto O'Rourke, spent a lot of money to get his name out. But at the end of the day, he got 60% of the vote, and some 40% of the vote went to a couple of candidates that nobody knew, who spent, I believe, between the two of them, less than $1,000. So it doesn't make any sense to me that in the early August that the numbers that we saw in March would change this dramatically in early August. In March, we saw 1.3 million Republicans vote for Cruz and 600,000 Democrats vote for O'Rourke. That's a pretty big margin there. It just doesn't make any sense to me that that race would all of a sudden become a race within the margin of error. I don't see any evidence at all that it would change like that. Also, Beto O'Rourke is a very liberal candidate. I mean, if Beto O'Rourke was a centrist Democrat, let's say, on issues like gun control or the NRA or abortion, could make more sense. But he's basically a very liberal candidate who is basically invested in many of the liberal ideas of the Democrat Party. So when I see these polls, they frankly don't make any sense to me at all. I still will say what I've been saying since March, that Senator Cruz will win by 10 points. It's going to be a 55-45 election, give or take a couple of points. And that's how I think it's all going to turn out. And just one point to remember, Senator Cruz got 1.3 million votes in the primary. In 2012, when he ran for the Senate, he got 4 million votes. So he's going to get somewhere between 1.3 million and 4 million, probably closer to 4. So I think that has to be taken into consideration when we look at this race. I mean, I don't see how Beto O'Rourke is going to even get to 2 million votes. So my money is still on Senator Cruz. He's going to win by 10 points. I really don't see any evidence to the contrary. We have all of these videos over at my YouTube account, over on Twitter, as well as blog. And if August 2nd is your birthday, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.